Pisces, and welcome to the Green Woman Tarot. This is your reading for the second week of July 2020. It's just a general reading to see what sort of energies are around you at this time. What's the sitch? What's on the cards, basically, for the second week of July. But before we dive into the tarot, we need to consult the oracle. So I'll just give this deck a shuffle, and then we'll pull a couple of cards to see what words of wisdom the mysterious oracle has to offer you, Pisces, for the second week of July 2020. What messages are there for Pisces for the second week of July 2020? What messages are there for Pisces for the second week of July 2020? Let's see. You get the fan, a card of communication, and you get the rings, a card of commitment. Okay. Yeah. The fan. A fan can say what manners can't. A signalling of veiled intent. A card of communication. Remember, fans were used to communicate things. If you held the fan this way, it was like, you know, not now, my mother's watching, or I love you, or various, there was a whole code that was developed by the aristocracy in the old days, that they used to communicate with each other at the balls and dances that they used to go to, and that's why the oracle uses the fan to denote communication. So there may be a need for communication. And then you've got a card of commitment, the rings. True love is absolute, for when measured in degrees, love becomes a weapon and constancy a tease. So a card of commitment, saying that, you know, over time it could become constraining, or you know, something you wish you hadn't committed to. So I get the sense that, you know, here is a commitment perhaps needed or available to you, but you need to be sure you want to go along for the long haul. So you've got the fan and the rings. You've got communication, which is essential in a long-term commitment and commitment. But let's see what the rest of the reading has for you. Let's see what's on the cards for Pisces for the second week of July 2020. What messages are there for Pisces for the second week of July 2020? What messages are there for Pisces for the second week of July 2020? Okay, let's see what you get. You get the Six of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords. You get the Tower, and you get the Six of Swords. And underlining that, you get the Wheel of Fortune. You get the Two of Cups, the Devil, the Devil and the Tower together, and you get the Knight of Cups. And at the bottom of the deck, you get the Three of Pentacles. So Pisces, you have the Wheel of Fortune underlining the Six of Pentacles, showing where you may have had restrictions in resources, whether that's like financial restrictions or restrictions in as much as you may have wanted to study or take things forward or develop a relationship with someone, and there have been practical obstacles in your way. Luck has changed. Circumstances have changed. Forces outside of you have brought about a change in that. So where things may have had to be dealt out carefully and resourcefully, now there's a sense of freedom in as much as that has changed. And it's perhaps for many of you a sense of good times are in. You've had a change of luck and now you are no longer struggling with resources, be it financial or emotional or practical. Your challenges, though, are you may not feel this change has helped you in any way. You may still be feeling pretty trapped in your situation and blind to something that is being communicated to you. In order to overcome this challenge, you need to perhaps take a step back and see things in a new perspective, because there is a way out. You are not as stuck as you feel you are. I mean, you may have been stuck, but no longer. And there is a need, though, for you to not be blindsided by your perception of your position. There is a partnership. You've got the these are pretty romantic in a way, the communication card and the commitment card, because of the symbols used, the fan, which was used in social aspects, and the rings, which of course for us denote marriage. So you've got the Two of Cups here, which is about a union, a partnership. And for many of you, it could well be romantic. But if you need to be clear-sighted in order to communicate clearly, and you need to be honest with yourself about whether you want to commit to this partnership or not. This is a challenge, a choice. Do you commit to this partnership or not? Is it really as you think it is? Are you seeing it clearly? There is a possibility for partnership here, but if you're not communicating clearly and if you're not seeing things clearly, it could well end in, I hate to say disaster, but it may not end well, or it may not move forward at all. Because here, in your advice from Spirit, you've got two major karmas, and the one being Tower and the other being the Devil. Well, it's not that bad, because if you are trapped in a situation, trapped in a commitment that you perhaps regret you have entangled yourself in, it may well be because of a lack of communication. And the Tower indicates that a momentous event, a moment of epiphany, or for some it could be, a big row. Doesn't that make you think? At a row. So yeah, a big moment, momentous change. And you've got change here in a positive way. A big momentous change will come in, and although it may be unsettling, the after effects of that change, of that event, of that moment of epiphany, of that row that could open up communications, is that your plate is swept clean, the dead wood is swept away, things that are not serving you anymore, things that you built around you that you think are good and functional but are not, have been swept away, and what's left behind is a clean slate, clarity, a clean new world to go forward with. So that's the message from Spirit. A sense of entrapment may be alleviated by a sudden and perhaps disruptive clarifying moment. And your outcome, you get the Knight of Cups too. The outcome is, moving from turbulence to calm, moving from uncertainty towards steady ground, perhaps with the help of advice of elders or spirit guides, but certainly moving towards clarity, calm, and security. And you have the Knight of Cups. Now, it may well be an offer, but I think in this case it's just the energies you'll be moving towards, which would be, a new sense of adventure, a new feeling of beginning again after having a period of stagnation, which is quite turbulently changed and removed. You'll be feeling you can once again go forward with passion, with drive, with a sense of purpose and a sense of adventure. And these two cards together do often denote travel, holiday, adventure, but with the coronavirus restrictions, we perhaps need to read this more metaphorically. But yeah, maybe after a big row some of you will go away for a romantic weekend, but not all. So I can't say all Pisces are going to go on a holiday, but yes, certainly moving forwards with a sense of purpose, a sense of drive, a sense of adventure, from difficult times towards calm and stability. And in that stability, building things up again, and this time building them with collaboration, with togetherness, with unity. The Three of Pentacles is about development and focus, work, building things up, but with collaboration, with unity, with communication. And you've got that in your little oracle card. So there you go, Pisces. This is your week. It seems to be, quite a eventful week, with a moment of epiphany, a change of fortune, and moving on after that towards stable and more purposeful times. And remembering your keywords from the oracle: commitment, staying in, if you're committed to this, it's worth going through the difficulty. And of course, communication helps. Staying committed and communicating clearly will bring you forward in this rather turbulent week. So that's your reading, Pisces. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please remember to hit the like button. Have a good week, and God bless you till we meet again.